Well, our Drake relay started on Wednesday with the multis, and tell you what, having sunshine after all the weather we've been having on that Saturday morning, it was nice getting up. And the weather, I don't know that I've ever seen 4 sunny days at the Drake relays. It was phenomenal, and it just got better every day. And on Saturday, it was a perfect day in spring, and it was just a great Drake relays. I started wondering if maybe the Drake organizers didn't maybe cut a deal with the devil on our spring that we've been having just to guarantee that they'd have 4 great days. They had a lot invested this year, but it was pretty outstanding. Finally, we'll start with the multis. Daniel Goris went into the thing as the champion from last year, and he and the other guys they were doing a nice job. Nothing great, but that was true of all the multis performers. Nobody was really lighting it up, but it was still a competitive meet, and it came down to the 1500. Post-collegiate, Jake Arnold, outstanding athlete, been doing it a long time. He wasn't having a great meet, but he was in a position to win it, and we told Daniel, just go out like you're going to set an American record in the 1500 and see if people can hang with you. And that's exactly what he did. He went out really hard, and Jake ended up pulling out of the race about 900 meters into it, and next thing you know, Gores finishes in dramatic fashion, wins the thing, and repeats as champion. So that was terrific. Paige Canodal, she also had a terrific heptathlon. She, we're still working on her long jump. I'm sorry, her high jump and her shot put. We've struggled a little bit with those events, and they weren't great here. They were a little bit better, but she still found herself quite a bit behind the field. But she came back and was outstanding in the 200, the long jump, the javelin, and then the 800. She ran a big PR, 2:12.44. Which gave her 3rd place and a 5,300 point score, which is really outstanding. Considering those 2 events, we work at a couple kinks in those 2 events that scores easily over 5,500, and with her and where she is in her development, that's pretty outstanding. We feel great about it. The highlight of the meet, though, had to be Jordan Williams in the discus. He's undefeated. He's doing some great things. He's one of the best kids in the country. He's an Iowa kid. And it was always his dream to win a Drake Relays title. It didn't happen for him in high school. It didn't happen for him last year. And then, he was winning after 2 throws. You get 3 throws in prelims and 3 throws in finals. He was winning after 2 throws. Then the kid from Iowa on his 3rd throw went ahead of him by a couple meters. And this kid's really good. They're very, very close in terms of personal best. He's an outstanding athlete. And so we go into finals, and he's in 2nd place. And he works on a few things. He and Coach O'Mara, start tinkering with a few things that he was doing that they wanted to change. And he took a couple throws in preparation for the finals that were outstanding. And his very first throw through 58.09, which is over 190 feet, and took a big lead. Of course, we went crazy. It was really exciting. And then Gabe, the guy from Iowa, he responded with another big throw, and it came up 58.07. Okay, so that's a 1-inch difference, and and they still had 2 more throws apiece, and so it was stressful. Neither one of them improved on that mark, and Gabe took his last throw, and it was a really good throw, but it wasn't good enough. So Jordan won it, and so that was really exciting. Coach O'Mara's been doing this a long time. In 20 years, he's never had a champion at the Drake Relays. So for him to have this was a big deal, and for Jordan, being an Iowa kid, this was really exciting. So the last time we had a discus champion was 1979, and it's nice to update that a little bit. We were thrilled with that. Some other fun things that happened for us: the women's 800, 4x800. We thought we had a shot at the school record. We stacked it as such. We kept Emily McCarthy out of the qualifying round of the 4x4 just so she'd be fresh for the 4x8, and that's exactly what happened. The girls did a great job. They broke the school record, and they all ran really well, so that was terrific to see. And then finally, on Saturday, the women's distance medley, I didn't realize that we had a shot to really break the school record. Coach Paulson kind of kept that to himself, but we also didn't realize that Alex Wilson was going to run the 1200 that she ran, but she ran an unbelievable first leg for that distance medley and put us in a position to really do some good things. They shattered the record by 11 seconds, and all the girls did a great job. So that was great. The women really had a great track meet. The women's sprint medley turned in a nice time, number 3 all time, Northern Iowa, and the women's 4x4, or the women's 4x2, number 5 all time, and then both the men's and women's 4x4s improved on their times for the season. So really a fun meet for us. We had a number of other things happen. Now, I'll tell you that the winds were not favorable in the home stretch. They don't turn things around at Drake. And so the high hurdles in particular, Sebastian Barth ran into a 4.9 meter per hour, meter per second headwind, which is something that I've certainly never experienced as an athlete or coach. And he still did a great job. He ran a great race, but he didn't quite get the time. Nobody in that heat was going to get to the finals because of that. But overall, the kids looked good. It was nice to see them finally get some good weather, and they certainly responded as we knew that we would. So it was good. It was really fun Drake relays for us. We had we had quite a few kids that didn't get into the Drake relays or needed to work on some things and had a break in their schedule. Went over and did the Kip Jammer Invitational at Simpson College on Friday. And we had a couple nice performances there. Wes Reiselman set a PR in the long jump. He went over 7 meters for the first time this outdoor season. And then Jamie Lindstrom in the shot put got a nice PR and got her first collegiate win. So overall, really good weekend. Feel good about it. We're less than 2 weeks out now from the conference championships. So we're things are getting a little tense, but it was exciting to have a good weekend. What we got coming this weekend? The Mark Messersmith Invitational. It's here. It's on Friday. I believe we're going to start around noon or 1 o'clock, and we've been guaranteed perfect weather all week, and so that's something we're excited about. And then week after that, we've got the conference championships at Drake University, and like I said, we're feeling good about where we are. Feel like we've really turned the corner now on our season, and we've got a good team. We've got a good team. It's impossible to know how any team is really stacking up, because this has been the craziest spring I've ever seen in terms of some teams traveling to warm weather, some teams just getting bad luck when they go to their meets. So you can look at the descending order list, and I don't think they really tell a great story. I think we have a pretty good idea who the good teams are and who's got a shot to win it, and that really hasn't changed since the indoor season. But a lot of unknowns. I think it'll remain that way right through the conference championship, and then we'll all find out who's the best competitive team out there, men and women. Are there any questions?
Who's coming to the Mark Messersmith? Who will be here to compete?
Well, that is a great question. We thought we knew, and there's been some people that have changed their mind because of needing some weather. So I don't want to say a team right now because I don't know. It'll be a low-key meet. It always is. It doesn't matter. I could tell you 10 teams, but it's still going to be a low-key meet because it's a week out from everybody's conference. So everybody's just kind of cherry-picking any meet that they go to. But yeah, like I said, I've got a couple teams that either are unsure or have pulled out because they want to go warm weather, which I totally understand. As far as I'm concerned, I don't really care. I don't care if it's the lowest key meet on our schedule because we get to control it and we put our kids where they need to be, and it's a really good competitive opportunity to figure out those last couple spots for the conference roster, and also just to fine-tune a couple kids who have been a little bit behind because of the training or the weather that we've had. Okay, great. Thanks. Go Panthers.